Hey guys, it's kawaiisweetworld, and today I have a kind of Thanksgiving special. We're making cornbread, and this person suggested that I call this a Thanksgiving special because we're going to be making cornbread, obviously. So let's get started. And I also want to say that we're going to be making a full thing of cornbread because I'll show you the box that I use. I use the Jiffy brand mix. Let me grab it for a second. So we're going to be using this, and this is a relatively small box, so I thought that we might as well just make the whole thing because it requires eggs, and it's kind of hard to use like half of an egg, so I decided to make the entire thing, and we'll just make several pans of it. So let's get started. Okay, so first I'm going to add in my Jiffy mix. Okay, so I have my Jiffy mix in this bowl, and now I'm just going to add my milk and my egg. And now I'm just going to mix this up. Okay, so now I have my batter, and it looks like this, and it's a little lumpy, but that's perfect. So now it's all mixed up and ready, and we're just going to pour it into our pans. So make sure that your pans are greased, and I'm just going to pour some in. So now I have my pans all filled up, and we're just going to bake this for 10 to 15 minutes, I think, and make sure you don't fill it up all the way because it's going to rise. Okay, so make sure you bake these one at a time, and always make sure you're using your pan pusher, and also make sure that your oven is preheated. Okay, so one of the pans of cornbread is out, so I'm just going to flip it out onto this plate. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and it's really, really pretty, as you can see, and I'm just going to try a bite of this. So you guys can see what it looks like, and it's really nicely cooked. So I'm just going to take a bite of this. Okay, so the cornbread is really good. I really recommend the Jiffy mix, and just make sure that you're able to sit there for a really long time and just be around the house for over 2 hours, because if you're this makes about like 11 pans of the Easy Bake Oven size cornbreads, 10 to 11 pans I would say. So if you make 10 pans of cornbread and they take 15 minutes each to bake, then you're sitting there for like 150 minutes. You have to be home for like over 2 hours, because you can be doing other things in the background, but every 15 minutes the timer is going to go off, and you're going to have to go check on your cornbread and stuff to make sure it doesn't like burn, obviously. So yeah, other than that, it's really good. I really recommend it, and I also did some different shapes of cornbreads using some different pans that I had, so I'll show you guys that now. Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you an example with this heart pan I have, and I bought this heart pan at Daiso, and you can buy it for $1.50, and I find that it's shallow enough and small enough to fit into the oven, and it works pretty well. So I'm just going to flip this one out onto a plate. So this is what the heart cake looks like, and it looks like this, and I think it's really cute looking. So I'm just going to try this one out, and it's probably just going to taste the same, but anyways. Okay, so I'm just going to try this, and I'll show you what it looks like. So the heart pancake looks exactly the same as the other one. Let me try a bite of this. So not surprisingly, the heart cake tastes exactly the same as the circle cake. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. So happy Thanksgiving, guys. Bye.